Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with Amanda'sInspirationStation.com. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all had wonderful holiday and a happy new year. I actually have not been on in like 2 Wednesdays. It's been very crazy and very busy, and I just took a little time for my family. And so that's what I did. I do run a Stampin' Up business, but I also work at a credit union. And so I've just been very busy, very busy, but I am super excited to be with you today. I have a couple things I want to share with you, and then we're going to create 3 cards today. So bonus card. Usually on Wednesdays, I come on here and I pick a stamp set or a bundle, and I make 2 cards. Going forward, I'm just going to pick and choose things that I'm going to make for you. So today we're going to do 3 cards, not 2. And we're going to use a free Sale-a-bration stamp set. Did you hear me right? Yes, you did. So today is Wednesday, January 4th. And tomorrow, January 5th, begins our new mini catalog, January through April, and our celebration, Sale-a-bration. So I'm super excited. Now this only goes through February, but this catalog will go through April. And inside here are lots of free items that you can get with either a $50 purchase, or a few of them are with a $100 purchase. Now the Adorable Owls is with a $50 purchase. So we're going to make 3 cards using that today, but we're also going to use a new bundle in the mini catalog. So in the mini catalog, we're going to use a new bundle, and we're going to use, it's called Petal Park. And this bundle actually comes with a punch. So I'm super excited. So that's what all these little flowers are for. And we're going to make this adorable little card. It says, "It's your day." And then that's the inside. I love the insides of these. They're super fun and super cute. This one is "My Friend." And then we have that inside. And then we also have "Hoot Hoot, You're So Cute." And then on the inside. Now we're also using some, you might have noticed, the designer series paper. So this designer series paper is actually a hostess reward in the new mini catalog. And it will be $18 of hostess reward money. It's a value of $30. And it is 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and they are 48 sheets of them. So it is one of those big packs, which I absolutely love. It's gorgeous paper. So that's new. And then we also are using some new embellishments. That's called the Flat Adhesive Back Pearls. I think they're super cute, so we're using some of those as well. Now, before we get stamping, I do want to go over a few things really quickly. Tomorrow is my deadline for my Stampin' Bingo. My bingo is will be held on Thursday evening, January 19th at 6 o'clock at Bee's Place in Milton, Wisconsin. So if you're local to me, or you don't live far and you want to drive to bingo night, the cost is $45, and the deadline to sign up and pay is tomorrow. Okay, one other thing I have coming up. I do have coming up a paper share and a ribbon and embellishment share. So paper share first. Let's do this. I have right with me here every single designer series paper from this new mini catalog, along with the hostess rewards, which is some of this new paper that we're using today, the vellum that's in there, the specialty paper that's in there, the glitter paper that's in here, everything that is in here, I have in here. And this is 250 sheets of 6 by 6. Now I do have it cut down. Look at this. Here, I want to share this with you guys. Look at how gorgeous this is. This is in that new paper, or in the new catalog, and this paper is in the paper share. Every single paper that's in there is in here. Vellum paper, glimmer paper, you name it. So there are 250 sheets. The cost for this is $50. Now, what you're getting free with this is you're actually getting 2 Sale-a-bration items in here. I have taken the paper that's in here. There's quite a few different designer series papers that's in here. And one of them is actually, if you spend $100, you get it free. It's called oh geez, I can't even remember. Hold on. I'm gonna actually pull it out right here because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so it is called Dandy Designs. See, I wasn't even close. I had the D's right, and that's about it. So this is free with a $100 purchase. This paper is by far my favorite. I absolutely love the patterns. I love the colors. I cannot wait. I have been doing so many cute little designs with all of these. I just absolutely love it. You are getting this free in your paper share. Now, there are a couple other 12 by 12 designer series papers that are in the Sale-a-bration item. If you spend $50, you can have free. One of those is also in the paper share, just one. So you get that one that's in there for free. And the other one is, oh, look, I have it right here. Had I only looked. And it's Favored Flowers. So that one is in here as well. And that one is actually right here. So I can actually show you that one right here. So that is this one right here. Rich, deep purples and greens. Very, very, very pretty. Okay. Oops. And here, here's the vellum that's in there. So there's vellum that's also included. Like I said, all of it is included. It's gorgeous. Okay. So for my paper share, the deadline to sign up for that is January 13th. It is $50. If you need it shipped to you, it's an extra $10 to ship. And that's coming priority mail. So there will be a tracking on there for you. Then I have a separate share. That is our ribbon and embellishment sampler. That is every single one of the ribbons, including the baker's twine, which there are, I believe, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7, including the baker's twine. So technically, this would be 7, 8, 9, if you're going to look at it like that. You get 2 yards of each. So you'll get 2 yards of the ribbon and 2 yards of each color of the baker's twine. And then you get all of the embellishments that are in there except for 2. The dainty, maybe that's where I'm getting the dainty from. I think they're dainty daisies. That is not included in my embellishment share, so that's excluded. And I have that right here. And the dragonfly trinkets. Those are the only 2 that are not included in the embellishment share. However, the rest of them are. So you get 2 yards of all the ribbon and the baker's twine, but with the embellishments, you get a half a package. So you get a half a package of the Milky Dots, half a package of the enamel dots. I mean, you get a half a package of every single one of these. This is my favorite. Half a pack, half a pack, half a pack. These are stickers, half a pack, half a pack. I mean, they are just gorgeous. So all of these you'll get a half a pack of. Now for that cost is $67. And shipping is also $10. Now, if you want to purchase both of them, the cost is only $10 for shipping total. That it doesn't matter. And if you purchase both and you're not local and you need it shipped to you, well, that's where I'll combine the shipping for you for $10. Now, if you are local or if you are not local and you want to purchase both, I'm actually offering a free gift for purchasing both from me. And that is the embossing folder Raindrops. It's an $8.50 value. It's super adorable. It's in the mini catalog here. And this is what it looks like. So it's called Raindrops Embossing Folder. So you would get this free if you sign up for the paper share and the ribbon and embellishment share. Okay, so that's my news right now. That's what I've got for news. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And then I do have my Creating Cards Club open still. Deadline is the 10th of every month. And you can find all of the information at amandasinspirationstation.com. It is a monthly subscription. It costs $35 and you get $20 to $24 worth of consumable products in your kit. You will make 4 cards. And actually, I'm going to grab the cards right now to show you them. And I shouldn't say you'll make 4 cards. You're really going to make 8 cards. There are 4 different designs, but you make 2 of each. So let's set these ones aside because these are the ones we're going to stamp today. So these are the ones here, part of my Creating Card Club this month. The bundle is called Share a Milkshake. It is so adorable. I just love this bundle and it's so cute. So you will make 2 of each of these cards. So you'll get the supplies to make 2 of each of these cards. Now, if you're local to me, you can actually come to the class. I actually have it on the last Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock. And you can come make the cards. If not, this is actually designed to be a to-go. So the cost is $35. You'll make 8 cards. You'll get the envelopes plus $20 to $24 worth of consumable product. Now, if you need this shipped to you, it is an additional cost of $10. So it'd be $45. And if you do this monthly subscription with me, you can cancel and join anytime. However, if you do stay consecutively, I don't know what is that word I'm trying to say? Consecutively? That's not the word, but I'm terrible with words right now. If you do it 6 months in a row, you will get a $25 shopping spree with me to use and spend on whatever you want in Stampin' Up! Products with me. And then you'll also get an exclusive drawstring fabric bag that I make. I make little drawstring bags as well. So you get that for free as well, just for sticking around for 6 months in a row. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set these aside. They're so cute. I love these cards. I love this set. That's what it is. This set is just so adorable. But I also love this set, and this is what we're going to make. So let's go ahead and get started today. We are going to we're going to do a little stamping first of the flowers, because this punch here, what I like about this time is that with this stamp set on the flowers here, we're actually using this one. It is a photopolymer stamp, but it's just one stamp. So when you stamp it, it lines up perfectly for when you punch it. I love that. Thank you, Stampin' Up! Instead of making it separate where you have to kind of turn it around and all that fun jazzy stuff. We're not doing that. And I appreciate that, Stampin' Up! So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our flowers because we are going to need 3 of these. I got my little piercing mat here. I also got a little cat hair here, so we're just going to brush that. We're going to brush that aside. All right. So we're going to stamp one of these for each card, because here we're using the bigger one and then the medium and the small inside. Medium, small outside for these 2 with the bigger one on the inside. So we're going to need to punch and stamp this 3 times. So I've got my polished pink, and we're going to stamp 1 time. Stamp 2 times, and stamp 3 times. And then we are going to punch these out. See how nice they just line up? I just love them. So there's 1 set. We're just going to set this aside up here. We're going to head on over to the next one. And we're going to put that there. And then it also has a leaf. And if you've noticed in the cards, we do have the leaf. And I punched those out in Granny Apple Green. And for the sake of the video, I already punched those out. So I didn't need to do that. All right, so there's that. So there's our 3 flowers. We've got them taken care of and done. We don't need to do that anymore. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we're going to do, it looks like this one first, the one with the little bow tie, super cute. So I do have a printable project sheet underneath this video, a link for the project sheet under the video, and that will actually give you the measurements and the supplies of what we are using. So you can go ahead and print that. That's completely free. And then obviously you're getting a little class right now. So this is our sweet sorbet. I love that color. Love that color. And so I'm just placing it flat, and that measures at 4 by 5 1/4. And then the designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm just placing them completely flat. Now I have here a couple other different pieces. So I have 2 pieces that measure the same. This is from our scallop contour dies, and we're going to use this in all 3 cards. And you're going to do one on the outside and one on the inside. This is the second to largest one. So on the inside, we have one on the inside, and then we have one for the outside. So I have a piece of early espresso here. Now this measures at 1 inch by 2 3/4. And then I have the designer series paper that's 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we're just going to put that down at the bottom like that. But then on the inside of the card, I have it like this. So let's go ahead and do the inside. And we're just going to place this right in down at the bottom, just like that. We're going to take one of our sets here, and I'm actually going to use dimensionals. And I'm just going to put a dimensional here, and I'm going to pop that up. And then I'm going to place this flat on the inside of the card. And I'm just going to center it, and then that's our card, the inside. Isn't that cute? All right, and then let's go ahead and do this. Now, before I place this down, I'm going to stamp first. The reason why I'm going to stamp first is in case I need to flip it over for any reason because I did an oopsie. Don't want to do an oopsie. So I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. So I'm going to start with the saying, and we're just going to say, my friend. There's my friend. And then we're going to do this adorable little owl with the bow tie. And I'm going to kind of place him right about there. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to color. So I'm bringing out my blends today. I have a couple different ones. We're going to do crumb cake, light and dark crumb cake for the owls today. And you can color your owls, I think, whatever color you want to color your owls. Mine are all going to be in crumb cake today, though. The eyes, I have different colors for each of them. But then the beaks, I have in dark pumpkin pie. So I'm going to do this part of the owl light. And then the top, I got to be careful. I hurt my thumb yesterday. And this story, I can't even make this story up. This story sounds so dumb, but it's true. So I was making dinner last night, and I was making barbecue, or some people call it sloppy joes. And I opened my cabinet with all of my seasonings because, you know, I needed to get my seasonings out, my like allspice and poultry seasoning and stuff. And we have a lot of Penzi spices from Penzi's, and they're in glass jars. And they were stacked, and one of the glass jars came down and smacked me right here. And I know that sounds silly because it doesn't look like it's, I mean, it was swollen, but it hit the bone. So when it hit the bone, my oldest daughter, Greenlee, I was standing there and it hit the bone, and it seriously sent like a jolting pain like up my arm. And before I knew it, I had like tears coming down my face, and I didn't even feel like I was crying. It just was like that instantly caused me to like tear. And my daughter's like, Mom, are you okay? I'm like, it hurts. I know. It really did hurt. And it's so sore today. But I didn't break it because I can still move it. I just think that I hit that bone just right. All right. So I used Sweet Sorbet in the dark, and then I used Dark Daffodil Delight for the eyes. All right. And then we're going to trim off any, sometimes I think I cut them right, but then when I go to, if there's any extra, and then I'm just going to place that right there. And then I'm going to get out my dimensionals because we're going to pop this whole side up. And then we're also going to pop up our flowers. So there's our card. I think these are so cute. All right, and I have the leaves, like I said, punched out, but we're going to wait a minute here because I have mini glue dots here. All right, so now I'm going to take, and I'm going to pop these flowers up first, and then I'm just going to tuck the leaves underneath them. And both of these, even the smallest one, you can use the larger, the regular size dimensionals. But if you wanted to use mini ones for the little one, you probably could. Oh, who else does not like that these glue dots now are on the outside? I liked them better when they were on this, where I could just flip it off like this. This seems so backwards to me, and I have such a hard time. So we need to see if the company will change it back. Put them the way they were rolled before. All right. So I have heard how some demonstrators have they unwound the whole row and then redid it so that they were back on, so that when you flip this off, they were here, not on here. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I've tried that. It does not work for me. I don't know what I'm doing, but all right. So we're going to, because it's the medium size flower and the small flower, we're going to use the small flat pearls. There. How cute is that? Oh, this looks like it's a little crooked. We better fix that. I'm not going to like that if it's crooked. There we go. Let's try that again. How cute is that? Cute. I love it. Okay, so let's set that one aside. Let's see what's next. Looks like this one's next with the little party hat. This is a cute little birthday card. It's your day. And then we're kind of just doing the same style card. But we're just turning it. So this card base here we're still cutting this card base in half, but we're taking our 8.5 by 11 and we're cutting it down at 4 1/4 instead. Whereas this one, we're taking both of them and we're cutting them at 5 1/2. So both are one piece of cardstock. So you just put it in at 5 1/2 and cut it. So now it's 5 1/2 by 8.5, and that's the size of this. And then you can score it at 4 1/4. I usually just use my bone folder. I used to score it all the time. I'm kind of bad at that now. I do score it if it's like the longer length because it's too hard not to, but all right. So our first layer here is same as the other two cards, 4 by 5 1/4. And then the designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And we're just going to place them flat. And I just now noticed that I must have cut the paper a little differently than my sample, and that's fine. See how I have it going this way? And here I have it going that way. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, so let's do our inside first. So we're going to open this up. So I have 2 pieces of this little stripe paper though. One actually measures to fit this, which is for the outside of the card. And then one is a little bit longer. This is goes to 3 inches. This goes to 2 3/4 inch. So you could just cut them both to be the same so that it's not confusing. I feel like this was, once I cut this paper, this was my scrap, and that's how I kept it like that. And I just left it that way. But, all right, so now we're going to put dimensionals again on the back of the flowers. And then we're just going to put one at the end here, and we're just going to kind of overlap this one. And then we'll place this flat to the inside of our card. And not get it crooked this time. There we go. All right, so now we have that. So now we have to do the front. So I'm going to start with my stamping, and I'm going to do It's Your Day. I'm going to start in the corner here. There we go. And then we have this adorable little owl that has the little birthday hat. So I'm going to kind of do him next, because I want to make sure that I'm leaving enough space for myself to put this there. And then I'm going to do some coloring first. So again, with our light and our dark crumb cake. And I think he's so cute. I was surprised. My mom, she was here at Hostess Club last night. And she said, this stamp set is so cute. And the sayings are with it, my friend, it's your day, hoot, hoot, you're so cute, which I love because it's rhymes and it's catchy. Oh, but she said, you know, I feel like there should have been a stamp in there that says, I'll always love you. I'm like, oh, Mom, there should have been. But that's okay. You can always do that with alphabets, like an alphabet dies. Okay. So we're just coloring. I use the blends. Oh, and I should have pointed out too, whenever you're using the blends, markers, you're always going to want to use Memento ink. You do not want to use the StazOn. StazOn, these are alcohol-based markers, so you're going to want to use the Memento or it will bleed inside, so you don't want that. All right, so the blue that I'm using is the Tahitian Tide, and I'm going to use that in the hat, and I'm also going to use that for the eyes of the owl. And then we have Granny Apple Green. I'm going to use a little of that. And these are all colors that I'm pulling from the Designer Series paper. So I have the, oh, you know what? I wasn't supposed to use the pumpkin pie there. I actually had that for the Daffodil Delight, but that's okay. It looks just as cute. And then we're going to do the dark polished pink. Looks just as cute. There. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's place this. And we're going to place that flat and line that up. Again, if there's any little extra on the edge, you're just going to kind of snip that off. And then we're going to place it flat again. And we're going to line that up like that. And then I have 2 leaves right here. And this time we're going to use the big flower on this one. And we're going to kind of center it. We're going to use our little mini glue dots. Oops, that one's stuck to my nail. Always a good time. All right. And we're going to place that there. And we're going to place this here. And then for the center, we're going to use the big one on here because this is the bigger flower. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to flip this over and we're going to pop this up on the front of our card. I love these little owls. They're so cute. All right. I'm a sucker, though, for any cute, like, animal stamp sets. I love them. my favorite, obviously the black cat right there, that's my cat. I have 2 black cats. My male cat, his name is Lucifer. I call him Mr. Lucifer, actually. He's named after Lucifer Morningstar from the show Lucifer. I don't know for any of you who watch that show. It's such a good show. I love that show. Where he's like helps the detective, the LA detective, solve cases because he's sick of being the devil, and it's such a cute show. But he always stretches like that, so he's kind of like my logo. And when I opened this catalog, hint, hint, this is a little sneak preview if you haven't seen the catalog already, which I'm hoping you have. And if you haven't, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to get you one. I would be more than happy to get you a catalog. But there is a stamp set in there called Love Cats. And every time I look at that cat stamp set, it looks like Lucifer to me. Now, I know, many people out there who have cats probably opened it up and said, oh, that's my Sophie, or, you know, my Lulu, or we all think it's our cat. It's okay. It's totally fine. But I was so happy and excited to see that cat stamp set. So, all right, so let's do this last one here. This is the one that says, hoot, hoot, you're cute, or you're so cute. Same concept here. We're going to do, notice how we're doing like kind of the same kind of card where we've got the designer series paper. That's the same measurement on all 3 cards to the different colored cardstock. Again, 4 by 5 1/4, and then 3 3/4 by 5 on the designer series paper. And then we have inside here, we're going to open this up. So with this one, I have a little skinny piece, and I did decide to do this little skinny piece because the way I cut this paper, it just so happened this was a scrap. And I thought, you know what, a lot of times, and I'm guilty of it too, we throw away these scraps. We do. We throw them away. We're like, oh, that's little, I'm throwing that away. And oftentimes I do the same thing. But I do have somebody who is a good friend of mine, and she is on my team, the Crafty Cats. Her name is Lori, and she has taught me that you don't throw away scraps. Right, Lori? In case you're watching this, hope I made you proud. She loves keeping scraps. So I thought to myself, I'm not going to throw away this scrap. I'm actually going to put this in my card. And look at how cute it turned out. So she's right. She's right. Okay. So now I'm going to place this inside like this. There we go. So now we have the inside of our card. And so now we're going to build our card. And I'm going to start this time from the bottom. So sometimes I start from the top. Sometimes I start from the bottom. I'm going to do the bottom first. And I'm going to kind of like place that there just so I have an idea of where I need to place my owl, because I don't want to put my owl so low that then this can't fit or it covers up. Now I noticed that this piece looks a little bit thicker than this piece, so we're going to fix that. I'm going to cut this down. So I'm going to get out my little paper trimmer here. Give me a second. We have this cute little paper trimmer here. For those of you who, let's see here. I'm just going to put that at the 1 inch, and I'm just going to cut that down. This used to be this was a free incentive for joining Stamping Up during celebrations a few catalogs ago. And I still use mine. I love it. And this time, as soon as I'm done with this card, I'm going to show you what we have to offer during celebrations. If you join Stamping Up and the Crafty Cat team with me, I would love for you to join me during celebrations, which starts tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to place this little designer series paper, which I'm going to have to now trim that down because I had this too wide. I'm going to trim it one more time. There we go. And, oh, look at that one's not even long enough. Well, you know, oh, that's because, you know what? That's fine. We're going to go like this. We're going to cover it. Hey, look at that. I solved a problem. All right. So I still put it to the end. And yes, I have more on this side, but that's okay because we have these little flowers that are going to cover it up along with our little leaves, and you won't even know. All right. So let's do that. Let's do that. And then we have our two little leaves here. I'm going to place those in there. And I probably should have colored my owl, but I did not yet. All right, so we're almost done with our cards. Look at how fun these cards are. Super fun. All right, now before I attach this, obviously I am going to color. So we're going to get out our crumb cake and we're going to do the light again. And this time for the eyes, I want the owl's eyes to be green. So I'm using Granny Apple Green for the eyes. So I did one at dark, the dark Tahitian Tide, and then I did another one that was dark Daffodil Delight, and then these one with this size, we're going to do the dark Granny Apple Green. I got to tell you though, I like the green, but I like all of them. I think they're cute. I do. I think they're so cute. All right, so let's get out my pumpkin pie here for his little beak and his little feet. And then we just need the dark crumb cake here. So I live in Janesville, Wisconsin, which is, we're kind of right on the border, for those of you who don't know. We're right on the border of like southern Wisconsin to Illinois. And it's been like kind of warm the last couple days and raining. Just dreary. And it looks like we had snow and then it melted. And it looks like spring out there. It really does. It looks like that yucky part of spring. Only now apparently we're supposed to be getting this cold front coming in. And it's supposed to turn to snow, maybe some sleet and ice. And I'm like, ugh. I don't want that. I don't mind snow. I really don't. I know most people are like, what? Really? I don't mind the snow. I just don't like the ice and all that. That's what I don't like. Oh, cute. All right, so now we have to add our little embellishments here. So this time I added an extra one up at the top besides the ones on the flower. And there we go. Look at how adorable these are. I mean, oh, so cute. I just love these. I hope you guys love these cards. If you do, please send a comment below or click like if you liked them. If you're not a YouTube subscriber of mine, I would love for you to be. I'm actually trying to hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers, and I'm close. I just hit 700 not too long ago. The moment I get 1,000, I can actually start doing lives on YouTube. So this is a pre-recorded video. And I would love to do this live. Now, it is Wednesday today, so you guys are seeing it on Wednesday, but I had to pre-record it earlier in the day. So, but I do want to share with you what our joining special is for joining during celebrations. So with Stamping Up, when you purchase the starter kit normally throughout the year, and it is $99 plus tax. Shipping is free, and you get to pick out $125 worth of Stampin' Up! Product. Now, that's $26 worth of free product, plus you're saving 11% on shipping. So it's a value in itself always, but during celebrations, they always kind of sweeten the pot a little bit. So Celebrations is going to have two different options. One option is you can pay $99 in tax, just like before. Shipping is free, but now you can pick out $175 worth of product. So right there alone is like, what? I mean, that's $76 in free product. That's almost double what you're paying. Then we have 3 options. So that's one option, okay? Option 2 involves a mini cut and emboss machine. And this is my favorite one. So this is the mini cut and emboss machine. And do you notice it's a different color than what's in the annual catalog? Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it? So this is boho blue. It's a brand new color. Hint, hint. And this is free with one of the options of joining Stampin' Up! During Sale-a-bration. So it is $129. You still get to pick out $175 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, but then you can have your choice. So there's 2 options. You can have your choice of picking either the boho blue mini cut and emboss machine, which I do want to say this is completely exclusive. You are not going to get this again. This is an exclusive item. Or you can pick the classic basic white. So maybe this isn't your color. Maybe blue's not your color. Maybe this isn't your favorite, and that's totally fine too. You can have that's the option. So option 1 is you can pick for $129. You get $175 worth of product, but you can pick out the boho blue cut and emboss machine. Option 2 would be the exact same thing, but instead of the boho blue, you can pick the classic basic white, okay? And then number 3 is just for $99. You get to pick out $175 worth of product. And just tax shipping is free. So that is huge. That is huge. And I just absolutely love this. And yes, the plates do come with this. So the plates do come with the mini cut and emboss machine. So I would love for you to join our Crafty Cats team. And you don't have to be local to me. We do meet once a month on the second Tuesday of the month in my home for a team gathering where we stamp and we talk about new things that Stampin' Up! Has. We do like a share where we share stamping tips and tricks and all kinds of fun different things. But if you aren't local to me, which I have some people who live not even in the same state as me that's on my team, I do go on our team Facebook page. So we have a team Facebook page, and I go on the following day and I do a Facebook Live and I go over everything that we went over at our team gathering. So, and then plus we do lots of other fun things, and I do post all that information at amandasinspirationstation.com. You can join there. You can purchase product there to get your free stamp sets or whatever Sale-a-bration item that you want. Please reach out to me if you need a catalog. I'd be more than happy to get that for you. And then don't forget I have the paper share, the ribbon and embellishment share. Okay. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. I know that January and February is my favorite time. Well, I don't know. It's a toss-up between getting the new annual catalog in May or Sale-a-bration. It is like a very close tie. I get very, very excited for both. I really do. So, but I'm excited to start playing with all the new stuff and sharing them with you. So I will see you next week for Weekly Wednesday. And please feel free to join me on my Facebook page at Amanda's Inspiration Station. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye.